Hi everyone and welcome back to the Excel Masterclass. Last time we covered off the sum formula and today I'm going to cover off the Sumifs formula. So first thing I want to do is show you why the Sumifs could be needed and what I mean by that. So the first thing I want to do is I want to say the last time we summed all of these fruits that were sold and we can see that there was 114 sold. But what if we want to say, well, how many apples were sold and how many pears were sold and how many oranges were sold? We could do that manually. So if we go to the data tab, we can actually click on the filter function and it will automatically put a couple of filters on the two rows columns of data. And I could filter by the fruit. So I could just filter by apples first, for example, and I could even just put my whole column and I can see from the bottom right hand corner there are 46. So I could type that in, apple 46. And I could do the same with pears and oranges. So, however, I'm not going to because there is a better way to do it, and that is using a formula called Sumifs. So, first thing I want to do is type in orange, type in pear. So instead of having this manual calculation there, and it means it will automatically update as well if I do this with a formula. So first thing I want to do is type in equals Sumifs. And what you're basically saying is sum a column when a certain condition is applied. So my condition here is when column A says it's an apple. So first thing that I need to put in, and you'll see that Excel, even when you start typing in the formula, does actually give you a hint of what you need to do next. The first thing you want to do is the sum range. And the sum range in this case is column B. So I just want to highlight the whole column because I want to future-proof it. And if I want to add rows at a later date, I want it to automatically add those on. So I'm going to do the whole column and not just a few. So whole column, B to B. Then I'm going to put a comma in. Then it says the criteria range. So in this case, it's column A because that is the range of criteria. That is where I've got all my different fruits. So I want to put that. And then the next thing that I need to do is the actual criteria. Now I could type it in. And when you type into a formula, you must put it in speech marks, double quotation marks. So I could put in apple. And then close bracket, press enter, and there we go. There's our 46 apples that we'd manually calculated earlier. However, going back to the fill option in session 1, if I fill this down, then it's going to keep in apple because I've typed in apple. So if I wanted orange, I would have to change that and manually type in orange instead. Now this is okay for 3 different options, but imagine if I had 300 different options or even more. Actually, what's better to do is I've already got the name apple there, and the name orange there, and the name pear there. So all I want to do is I want to direct that to a cell instead. So I will put that cell, click enter, and now when I fill down, it has automatically filled in the sum for each. So I've got 46 apples sold, 32 oranges sold, 36 pears sold in total. And because I've got them highlighted and I look down there, I can see that's 114 in total. I know from the previous session that we have 114 in total, so I know that I'm not missing any. So there's not any fruits there that I'm missing that I don't know about. And that is your Sumifs function. Now that can get a little bit more complicated when there is more than one criteria, but in a nutshell, once you know the basics of a formula, you can expand upon it. And we will be doing that in later sessions. But in that, in a nutshell, is your Sumifs function.